multitude of miracles in the bottle. On top of that, it looks really good, doesn't it? I'm paying myself compliments on my own. Glowy skin, here we come. Lifestyle with Isabella. Hi everyone, welcome back to Lifestyle with Isabella. Last week we started to go over my skincare routine. We covered step number 1, which is the Clarisonic brush. Today we are moving on to step number 2. We are going to look at all the products I use on my face in the morning and at night. So we are getting closer and closer to flawless, no foundation needed skin. Before we start with step 1, remember I live with Chadwick and Richie. They are, well, Chadwick, the eternal mama's boy, he's always by my side. He lays right there. And Richie's in and out. He's such a mess. He's been in his pool. He loves water. But let's get started. Last week, we ended my video on me cleansing my face with the Clarisonic brush and cleanser in the morning. Next, I have to put my skincare products on. By the way, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, it would mean so much if you subscribe and click that bell notification so you're notified each time I upload a video. Thank you so much in advance. So before I show you the products I use, I need to mention the lifestyle I have. I am not advocating my lifestyle, but I know the lifestyle I choose to have greatly affects my skin. So the lifestyle I have, I think it's pretty clean. 1, I do not drink any alcohol, ever. There's no wine, no champagne. I put 0 alcohol into my body. 2, I do not smoke. I don't smoke any cigarettes, no marijuana, which I think it's legal. There's just no smoking. 3, I do not take drugs, legal or illegal. I have to be in a lot of pain to even take an Advil. The only 2 drugs that I do have to take is a Zyrtec and a heartburn pill, and I have to take even those. But I feel very sick if I don't take them, so I do have to put those into my body. 4, I rarely even take vitamins. Sometimes I take a multivitamin, sometimes I may take some vitamins for my hair, but nothing on a regular basis. I drink a lot of water. Actually, the only thing I really drink is water. Every day I have at least a cup of coffee. If my husband goes to Starbucks, I will have a 2nd cup of coffee. When we go to the movies, I do have some juice with my popcorn. Beyond that, I only drink water. There is one bad thing I do put in my body, and that's sugar. I do moderate it in that I only allow myself to put sugary stuff in my body for the most part on Sundays and when I go out. I do sometimes make exceptions through the week, but I do try to moderate it. But again, I do put sugar into my body, which I should not. But there's only so much I can do. Why am I choosing to have such a boring lifestyle with no alcohol and no smoking, no drugs, very few vitamins? The reason I'm choosing that is because, did you know which one is the largest organ that we have in our body? It is our skin. I didn't know this until I went to an appointment with my allergy doctor, and I asked him, I said, why are my allergies manifesting through my skin in terms of itching? He said, the skin is your largest organ, so when you are allergic to stuff, the skin is one of the places allergies will show most frequently. So whatever we put into our bodies is going to be processed and it's going to show into the largest organ that we have, which is the skin. So now let's look at the products that I use. So remember, first I wash my face with the Clarisonic brush and cleanser. After I dry my face, I start with this product which I pick up from the pharmacy. It's a mixture of two things. I'm gonna let you know in a bit what's mixed in this. But first I use this. After I apply this, I use the vitamin C serum. Then I put eye cream on, and then I put my sunscreen. In this container, which I pick up from the pharmacy, it is a mixture, and I'm not gonna pronounce these two ingredients correctly, but you're gonna see it down in the caption. So it is a mixture of hydroquinone and kojic acid. To get this kind of product, you need a prescription, which you can usually get from a plastic surgeon or a dermatologist. I know it's kind of a pain to go to a doctor to get a prescription for this kind of product. If you think you can bypass getting a prescription, I don't recommend it. You can go to Google and put into Google hydroquinone based products or kojic acid skincare products, and you're gonna find tons of products. I tried quite a few of those when I did not want to waste my time going to the doctor to get a refill, but I ended up throwing those products in the trash. They're just not effective. It was just a waste of my money. Now, most of the prescriptions you will get for this kind of product likely would only contain hydroquinone. I believe this is the first time I use kojic acid together with hydroquinone, and I know I keep pronouncing it incorrectly. I'm sorry, it's my accent. Even if it contains hydroquinone, it's still going to work. The main thing is that you get it from a doctor with a prescription. Then you know that you get the right strength of product. So what's so special about hydroquinone and kojic acid? Basically, it's bleach cream. I use this to help me with brown spots and brown patches that I may have on my skin. I do not use this product every day. I only use it as needed. Probably overall, I use it about half the time. Sometimes I will use it for 4 weeks, especially in the summer. Then I will take a break for a couple of months. Or sometimes if I see some brownness kind of start to show up in my skin, but the rest of my skin is fine, I'll just use it in those areas. But I always have this product on hand to start using it as soon as I notice some brownness start to show up in my skin. The main ingredient is the hydroquinone. That's what lightens the skin and brightens the skin. Kojic acid does the same thing. It also gives a bit of a shine to the skin, and I do believe my skin is kind of shiny. Can I say it's shiny? But again, you don't necessarily need the kojic acid with it. Hydroquinone-based products come in different concentrations. They start at 0.5%, and I believe they go up all the way to 10%. The mixture I have, it is 8% hydroquinone and 6% kojic acid. It is pretty concentrated, but remember, the sun in Las Vegas, the desert sun, is very strong, and I also like to tan, so I do need something strong to keep the brownness at bay in my skin. The second product I use for my skin is the vitamin C serum. This is a miracle in one tiny bottle. One, it hydrates my skin. That's one of the reasons I don't use moisturizer on my skin in the morning, because of the vitamin C serum. It also brightens my skin. It evens out my skin tone. I can tell that it also helps with some of the brownness in my skin. It also helps my skin produce more collagen, which means my skin is gonna age at a much slower pace. I use this, just like my Clarisonic, every day, every day, every day, every day, every day in the morning. Unless my doctor tells me not to, I use this every day. After I apply my vitamin C serum, I put eye cream on my eyes. I currently use this eye cream from Cell Cosme. It is cellular eye contour cream. The reason moisturizer is important is because it keeps your skin obviously hydrated So your skin will age at a slower pace because it's not going to get creepy from being dry. And also when you apply your makeup is going to look much better. If you apply makeup on skin that is dry, the makeup will just not look good and you will not blend very well. The reason I did choose this eye cream from Cell Cosme is because even though it is expensive, I've never spent this much money on eye cream. I know I pronounce little with quite of an accent. A little goes a long way from this product. So for me, I do find it worth it for my money. I end my morning routine with sunscreen. I use sunscreen. How often? Every day, every day, every day. It doesn't matter if it's thundering and raining, snowing, the darkest, most overcast day ever. Sunscreen goes on my skin every day, every day, every day. Right now, I use the sunscreen that I bought at my plastic surgeon's office. It is their private brand, Anson & Higgins. It has an SPF of 30. I like the sunscreen because it's not very thick and the whitish tint that leaves on my skin is not as noticeable. And once I put on my tinted moisturizer to do my makeup, the whitish tint that usually sunscreens leave behind completely goes away. I don't know if you can buy this particular sunscreen unless you go to my plastic surgeon's office in person. I would say that this sunscreen is very comparable to the Obagi sunscreen. I used the Obagi sunscreen for quite a few years. The only difference is the Obagi sunscreen is a bit thicker, and from what I remember, the whitish tint is a bit stronger. But I do remember once I would apply my makeup, the whitish tint still went away. Now I'm going to show you how I apply my skincare products in the morning. Usually my hair is already pulled all the way back because I just washed my face with the Clarisonic. So I start with the hydroquinone kojic acid. So I do have one skin imperfection. I did notice it this morning. You can see that there's just a red spot right here. I think I scratched myself with my nails while I was sleeping. Right now, I don't really have much brownness in my skin other than just right through here. So I'm going to apply the hydroquinone really just in those areas and just a bit through here. And then with the multitude of miracles in the bottle, which is the vitamin C serum, on top of that, and woo. I love vitamin C serum. I can just feel how my skin is just like getting just hydrated and beautiful, and says thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel so good. So I applied it all over my skin. And did you notice I only put like a couple of drops of this on my skin? Then we move on to eye cream. Oh, I do want to say, do you notice this right here for my skin? It's kind of redder. The reason this skin looks different is because in January of this year, I had a chemical peel. Even though now it's been about 4 months since I had it, this is brand new baby skin, so it looks pinker. I will cover everything about that chemical peel in, I think, the video that comes up in 2 weeks. I took recordings of me recovering every day. So now I move on to eye cream. I only use this much, so not much. This is very important. Very, very important. When you do anything around your eyes, only use your ring finger. Do not use any other finger around your eyes, because the skin around your eyes is very delicate, and the ring finger is the finger that has the least amount of strength from all your fingers. When my esthetician told me this, I did not believe it, so I actually tried my strength from all my fingers. You can try that, but only use your ring finger to touch the skin all around the eyes, especially the underneath the eyes, which is the most delicate skin on your entire face. You can see how this gets very red quickly because it is baby skin, so it reacts much faster. And then this side, and then sunscreen. For some reason I just put it here. See how much I put on my hand, and I didn't even take half, and it spreads so well on my face. That's why it's not very thick. I don't even think you can notice the whitish tint it leaves. It has a very nice consistency, the sunscreen. I don't put much on my neck typically. The skin on my neck, it's so sensitive. Very, very sensitive. I just cannot tolerate much. And then the rest of my body I cover with a sunscreen that's specially made for the body. So that's all for the morning. We'll see you tonight when we're gonna talk my night skincare. Now it's time to go over my nighttime skincare routine. First, I take off my makeup. I use eye makeup remover to remove my eye makeup, and then I clean my face with cleanser. Afterwards, I only use 3 products at night. One is Retin A, the second one is eye cream, and the third one is moisturizer. By the way, it might get a bit noisy because the landscapers just got at my neighbor's house and there's Chadwick barking. But that's how life with dogs is. And by the way, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my channel. It would mean so much to me. Also, just click that notification bell so you receive a quick, non-intrusive notification each time I upload a new video. So the first product I apply on my face is Retin A. Retin A is the holy grail of skincare. Do you remember that movie, My Big Fat Greek Wedding? The dad of the bride, he believes that Windex fixes it all. So if anybody has an issue with something, he sprays Windex on it. Retin A is my Windex. Retin A helps with breakouts, helps with acne. Retin A evens out complexion, evens out skin texture, helps with redness, helps with producing collagen. One of the most amazing things it does, it makes our skin turn over skin cells faster. So at night, when I put my Retin A on, I go to bed and my skin sheds dead skin cells at a faster pace. So my skin looks brighter and younger. So this is how things come together. So I put Retin A on, my skin sheds the dead skin cells faster. I wake up in the morning, I clean my face with my Clarisonic brush, which removes all those dead skin cells that Retin A helped shed overnight. So after I remove all those dead skin cells with my Clarisonic brush, my skin looks brighter, fresher, more vibrant. And after that, I nourish my skin with the vitamin C serum in the morning. Then I protect my skin with sunscreen, and then at night I start the same process over again with the Retin A. So do you see how my skincare comes together? I'm getting so excited. So then I start over at night. My skin continues that quick regenerating process. I wake up in the morning, use the Clarisonic brush, get rid of any dead skin cells, nourish it with vitamin C serum, protect it with sunscreen, and it's the same process and over and over and over. And keeping the consistency keeps that vibrant, glowy, beautiful skin going day after day. It's just, I feel like, oh my gosh. That's the secret. That's the secret. To get Retin A, you need a prescription. Do not confuse Retin A and retinol. I would not waste my money on retinol products. I tried them, it just doesn't cut it. So you need to go see a plastic surgeon or a dermatologist. I do think you can also get this from a med spa, but you need a doctor's prescription for Retin A, which is good because when you first start using Retin A, your skin is gonna start shedding and peeling. So you need the direction and care of a doctor to guide you through that process. Retin A comes in two concentrations, 0.5% and 1%. I started using obviously with the 0.5%. After my skin got adjusted to that concentration, I graduated to the 1%. I feel like I'm still flustered and excited over skincare. So now I use 1%, but I do not use it every night because my skin cannot tolerate it. I use it anywhere between 3 to 6 times a week. It really depends what season it is. In the winter, I use it less. In the summer, I can tolerate it just a bit more. Spring and fall, I tolerate it the most. It also depends what procedures I've recently done to my skin. The only time I don't use it is if my skin starts to look red or feels irritated. If my skin just peels around the chin, I keep using it. After I put Retin A on, I follow with eye cream. This is the same eye cream I use in the morning. And then I apply moisturizer over my entire face. Moisturizer is very important at night because Retin A is drying to the skin, but not just that, even on the nights I do not use Retin A, I still use moisturizer. It's important to keep your skin moisturized so it doesn't dry and wrinkle while you sleep at night. The moisturizer I use, it is from Cell Cosme. It is the Cell Lift Cream. You can only start using this cream on your face when you turn 40, yay for me. To remove my makeup, I'm going to use some eye makeup remover to get rid of the makeup around my eyes. And then I'm going to clean my face with my gentle cleanser. At night, remember, I do not use my Clarisonic brush because my skin is too sensitive to use the Clarisonic twice a day. So I really just put some cleanser in my hands and clean my face this way. If your skin can tolerate Clarisonic twice a day, would be great to use that at night as well. So since cleansing my face at night, it's very easy, I'm going to skip that part of the video. My face is all clean now. And by the way, obviously it's not nighttime yet, but I wanted to do the step while I still have some natural light outside so you can see how my skin really looks. So right now it's just late afternoon, but I thought I can go ahead and remove my makeup a bit early today. So my face is all clean. It looks really good, doesn't it? I'm paying myself compliments on my own. Time to put my Retin A on. I always use a hand mirror so I can really see my skin. My skin feels really good, so I'm gonna put Retin A just about over my entire skin. This area right here is the most sensitive, but maybe things around my nose do need Retin A, or through here or here, so I will just apply Retin A in just spots. And also depends how long it's been since I had other procedures. If it's been a while since I had the procedure, I would go and put Retin A even through here, because sometimes I would get little bumps right through here from makeup accumulation, and I will just take my Retin A even through there, but obviously use the ring finger. So I got my Retin A, and the nose is very important. The nose is very tough to keep clean. Also the chin. And as I apply it, I can feel how it's drying my skin. Again, I'm kind of avoiding this area right now because I had that chemical peel on my eye area in January. What I was going to say, sometimes I also apply it on my chest, but the chest is just very sensitive. And then we go with eye cream. Just a little. How do I show this? Still learning how to do it. I just don't put much. Remember, always use the ring finger. And Then we're going to put moisturizer on. As I said, my skincare routine, it's easy. Doesn't use a lot of products. At least I don't think it does. I really don't think it does. It just uses the right products consistently. I am careful about putting moisturizer all over my face to keep the skin moisturized through the night. There are 3 very important things I really do need to mention. How many times did I say this in my videos already? Consistency, 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 consistency. My skincare routine, it's so simple, but consistency is the key. Even on the days I don't wear makeup on, I still come in my bathroom at night. I clean my face with cleanser and put my skincare products on that I just showed. Even if I don't leave the house and never had makeup on, I still do the same step. Clean my face, put my skincare products on. It doesn't matter how tired I am, how sick I am. So many times my husband and I go out at night and we get home 1 or 2 a.m. and all I want is just plop in bed. No, I just never just plop in bed. I still go in the bathroom. At the very least, I wash my face and put moisturizer on. It's just consistency, consistency, consistency. There's just no exceptions. The only time there's exceptions is if I'm recovering from a procedure and my doctor tells me to skip certain steps. That's the first important part. The second point is you can use other products on your skin, especially if your skin has certain needs that need to be addressed. But these products that I presented and that I use, these are the foundation. I would not use another skincare product if I did not use these. These are what we start with, and from there we build on. Everything else I would use or you would use is just extras, but these are the foundations. I use other products in addition to this. I do not use anything on a regular basis, but I'm always, especially now being in my 40s, I'm always searching to see if there's anything else I would benefit if I introduce to my to my regular skincare routine, but I have not found anything else yet that I want to use in addition to these. If one day I do find something else that I'm going to add to my regular skincare routine, I will make a video introducing those products or those tools. Right now, this is the only thing I use. There are procedures like lasers and chemical peels you can do to your skin, and I do those, as you're gonna see in my next 2 videos. 2 important things. If I did not use these skincare products and the Clarisonic that I mentioned in my last video, if I didn't do step 1 and step 2, I would not waste my time and money doing chemical peels and lasers on my face. As I said, I do certain lasers and chemical peels, but I have seen how the products I use dramatically enhance the results I get from those procedures. And I have also seen how these products that I use extend the results I get from those procedures. It's like building a home. These products are the foundation, and until you have a good foundation, don't put your money and time into anything else. Oh, did you subscribe to my YouTube channel and also click that bell to receive a quick notification each time I upload a new video? If you haven't done so, please consider subscribing. It would mean so much to me, and I want to thank you in advance. This concludes my skincare routine. Next week, I am going to talk about the laser that I do on my skin. Remember, I said that Retin A is the holy grail of skincare. This laser takes the holy grail to a elevated level. It's going to be a good video. So see you next week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. please subscribe to my mom's YouTube channel. She would like to say thank you in advance.